You're listening to a Loot Dummies podcast, lootdummies.com. Venture into the Primal lands with your hosts, Brindlin Cornephius, the fox and wizard of enchantment, and his trusty little mouse sidekick, Laurel, played by Sam.
Friendlin Cornephius, but my friends call me Freddy. If you don't mind, I'd love to give you and your patrons here a little show.
And Phineas the Ferocious, the tiger folk barbarian, hailing from deep within the Jade Mist rainforest, played by Seth.
My name's Phineas. He knows how to kill people every way you can kill them, but he has no idea what anybody's talking about half the time.
And finally, your host and dungeon master, Taylor.
¿Qué quiere, pero? Where is inside?
And did you know that Seth speaks Spanish?
I didn't know that. Is that the language you speak at home?
No.
To my dogs.
Oh, okay.
They lived in Guatemala when they were kids.
That's crazy. Your lore just keeps getting deeper.
Who's lore?
Hey, you're one to talk.
What do you mean I'm one to talk? Oh, right, with Cecil.
No, Alan's lore.
Mine lore?
Alan's
I don't
not-
have any
Alan has
lore. What are you
lore.
talking about?
We just
Alan
keep
has
learning
lore.
more things about you.
That's
I'm
true.
a human.
Everyone is fascinating. You're a human?
Wait.
Wait.
We thought you were a beaver folk.
Oh, shit. Wait.
We allowed a human in here?
Welcome back to our special guest, Alan, from the Quick I Need a Game, and we open with podcasts. On the last few episodes, the party makes it back to the bog, immediately heading over to Helm's Hand, Cecil's church located in the Outer Rim. When they arrive at Helm's Hand, after some investigation checks, they hear someone down in the basement in a food cellar. Finn jumps down to find 3 hooded figures hunched in the corner studying a map. They eventually reveal themselves to be Owen and Ruth, members of Cecil's church, Helm's Hand, and Vracketh, a member of the Shearing, who has come to help Owen and Ruth free Marge and the other members of the church from the facility, a prison located in the southern edge of the Outer Rim. As they're having that discussion, they hear footsteps above them in the main floor of Helm's Hand, and Finn jumps up through the hatch to find 3 bog soldiers alerted to their presence. We roll for initiative. After some quick thinking, Vracketh, Owen, and Ruth are able to make it out of the church safely using magic, but before they go, Owen tells the party that they can stay at his house safely tonight, which is nearby. Freddy casts invisibility on Cecil, who sneaks out of the church and over to Owen's home safely. After finishing the 3 guards upstairs, Freddy and Finn sneak their way out of Helm's Hand and over to Owen's house for the night. Finn creeping along the roofs as Freddy moves through town disguised as an elderly fox, and that is where we're going to pick up here.
You find a little home with a symbol of Helm above their door that you would recognize from your time with Cecil.
Freddy just puts his palm on his forehead like, oh, these guys. He'll look up and motion for Phineas to go in the window, and he'll walk in the front door.
Phineas will wait till Freddy goes inside the building, and then he will scope around and look for a window that there's no occupants inside the room of.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So Freddy approaches the front door, and Owen opens the door, and he kind of looks both ways.
It says, alms for the poor.
You look a little different. Is that you?
Do you have any tea, sir? And he'll look up and give him a wink.
He'll look both directions and usher you in, and then I imagine, Finn, you swing through an open window in another room into Owen's house. You maybe startle Ruth as she's putting the baby to bed.
Well, let me do a stealth check.
imagining
See if
the
I
baby.
enter silently.
Okay, yeah,
Just-
give me a stealth check.
Oh, that looks good. What is that? 18.
Oh yeah, absolutely. These are just
So Phineas
common
is
folk.
in the house and nobody knows. Freddy doesn't even know for sure if Finn is
I
in
like
the
the
house
idea
or
of the
not.
baby's in the room by itself, and you swing into the baby's room.
You just see this little freaky mouse rabbit hybrid swaddled in a
Phineas-
cloth, and it.
In a moment of innocence, Phineas just scoops up the little baby and just kind of rocks it
No.
gently and then puts it back in the crib and smiles at the innocence of it and says,
Aw.
"Don't worry, little creature. Nothing will kill your mutated form while I'm around."
I really wish you would have made Phineas German after that little bit of it slipped in there.
Don't worry, little creature.
You see, as you look up, you see Ruth peeks into the room and sees you, and she startles and clutches her chest, and then sees that it's you and sees the grin on your face. Says, "Oh, thank Helm, you made it. Come in." And at the same time, Owen is greeting and sneaking Freddy in the front door, and you guys find Cecil here. I'm assuming no longer invisible.
Yeah.
Phineas walks out of the back room and just goes, "Hey, Cecil."
How did?
You guys are all in Owen's house. He shuts the door, looks around. You don't see any guards around. It's a very humble shack. He's got buckets set up on the floor and in every room that are collecting drips of rainwater that are coming through the roof. And he says, "Well, I would offer you all something to eat, but I think Cecil, that's his specialty." And he gives you a big grin and says, "We can stay safe here. They haven't seen any guards around. At least they haven't been here at my home in the past few days. So I think we're safe for the night. If you guys can get you a good long rest, and yeah, I'm glad you've made it." And he puts his hand on Cecil's shoulder and gives him a big smile.
Yes, I'm really glad to see that all of you are safe. Owen, as we were discussing, the shearing are not good. No good can come from associating with the shearing. They're the reason we're in this spot in the first place.
Cecil, they're not the reason we're in this spot. You were accused of being with the shearing, and it's a lie.
Exactly. So if there were no shearing causing such a commotion, I would have had nothing to be accused of.
And if there were no shearing, we wouldn't have a chance to save your wife, Marge.
My wife would not be in prison. Sorry.
I understand. It's I didn't know what else to do. You and Marge are all we have. The church, it's all we have. It's our beacon, our shining light down here in the outer rim. It's what we live for. I mean, we have a baby to think about and a future to think about, and this is not the future that we want. Maybe the shearing isn't so bad, Cecil. Look how willing he is to help.
Willing to help us now. And then what happens next?
I don't know.
The favor he's going to call in for us.
Let's get out of the bog. Let's get Marge and get the hell out of here. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Helm, forgive me. Let's get out of here. But start anew somewhere else. Start a new Helm's Hand.
Phineas is looking back and forth between these two with absolute wonder and fascination.
Owen looks at Freddy and Finn with pleading eyes.
Freddy will step up and put a hand on Cecil's shoulder and be like, "Listen, Cecil, I know that you want to just find a peaceful resolution to all of this, but that ship has sailed. And right now is all that matters is making sure that the ones you care for are safe and getting them somewhere safe. The bog is just a place, but the people, well, you can't replace those."
That's why we're here. This is why we chose here. There are people here that need Helm's Hand. They need Helm's Grace. They need a neighbor. If we leave them, then what?
Maybe we don't have to leave, Cecil. But we have to get Marge.
Yes, you're right. Marge will know what to do.
Let's all get some rest. It's been a long day.
Well, we can't stay here. They'll certainly come and look after what happened at Helm's Hand. We need to find somewhere y'all aren't associated with, somewhere neutral.
Owen speaks up. I mean, Vrakith, I think they've got a hideout set out near the half tankard. But he found me. I don't. Why don't we do this? Ruth and I will take care of the baby. Why don't you three sleep in shifts and keep an eye out? If anything happens, I don't know what your friend here is capable, and he looks over at Finn, capable of, but I think we're safer here than anywhere else.
Phineas looks around this hovel of a home and he says, I'm not sleeping in a trap.
What are the doors like? Doors and windows.
The doors are just rickety, swinging wooden, poorly sealed, top and bottom, patched together. The windows, there's really no usable windows. Most of the windows are boarded closed, where the glass is long gone, and they've just done what they can.
It's like shutters only.
Yeah.
This will be safe. We'll be safe here. I'll pray on it, and it will be safe.
Well, I'll do what I can. I'm gonna just burn a shitload of scrolls. I'm gonna
I'm going to
burn
the roof.
my arcane lock scroll on the front door. Basically, it'll make it very hard to break down or lockpick. It basically makes it just really well locked.
Love it.
So click that, use its charge, and then
Beautiful.
I'm also going to an alarm. Let me see what the area of this is. Door, window, or area within that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. Okay, so
20-foot cube. A 20-foot radius or 20 foot from the center?
it's 20 foot on an edge, so 20 feet long, 20 feet tall, and 20 foot wide.
Oh. This is a really small. This is a one room. It's got one kitchen and a little living area, and then one bedroom that Finn had slunk through the window. So it's probably not much bigger than that. You
Okay,
couldn't get the
so I'll
whole
just-
home, but
Yeah, but I'll basically just cast it on the home. It'll last for 8 hours. It'll fill it up, and I can designate creatures that don't set it off, and then any other creature that enters the area or touches the area sets off an alarm. And it's basically, it sounds a bell for 10 seconds. I can do a mental one that just does it in my mind, but I want, it to just alert everybody.
Next.
You can choose ones that don't set it off, but otherwise any creature sets it off. So yeah, I'm going to set it inside. If anything makes it inside.
other than you guys, so you designate all of y'all in the home, and that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I love that. Okay.
Yeah, it says if any creature touches or enters the warded area. So I don't know if you'd let that count. They touch the doors too.
Yeah, I would let you maybe position it towards the front of the house, towards
Yeah,
the entrance. So it's right on the edge of the door and the windows at the front.
Yeah, and then we can post up closer to the windows and stuff. Okay.
What's your plan for the night, Finn?
Phineas leans down really close to Cecil's nose to nose, and he says, if you don't have the fortitude to save your wife, speak now and you'll never see me again.
I will save her.
Very well. Phineas retreats down the hallway, goes back into the baby's bedroom, slips out the window, and climbs up on the roof of the house.
Got it going back to your cart sleeping ways.
Yeah, not sleeping in this
Way
fucking
safer
death trap.
up in a tree type thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can get up on the roof. You can kind of tuck yourself between a couple of angles in the roof, so you're basically hidden in the dark. And I will add one other feature that I had already written down. It's a little bit of a misty, kind of foggy night, so you're a little bit extra secured up here.
So I'm going to do one more thing.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up to Owen and I'm going to say, hopefully it doesn't come to it, but should you need a little bit of strength if anything happens, drink this. And he'll hand him this vial with a sliver of a fingernail clipping in it. This potion of Hill Giant Strength, and I'm going to give it to Owen.
That's insane.
What is this, Mr. Freddy?
Potion of Giant Strength. If you drink it, you'll have the strength of a giant for a short time. It'll let you protect those you love. And he just kind of glances towards his wife and kid.
He just looks at Cecil. He looks towards Ruth and his baby, and he looks down at the potion, and then he looks up at you with these misty eyes, and thank you. Thank you so much. And he grabs you and pulls you in for a big hug.
Freddy like doesn't know what to do. He's just like stiff as a board for a second. He's like, then like slowly raises his hands up and kind of gives him a little side pass. He's like, oh, all right now. Okay.
You notice that he's crying a little bit as he hugs you.
All right. Well, seems Phineas has first watch, so the rest of us better turn in.
Before you go to bed, Freddy, could I bend your ear for a second?
What is it, Cecil?
If we can pull into one of the two rooms. Things have gotten far out of hand. I did not expect this. There's a lot I didn't expect. I don't know if I'm a martyr or if I'm a fool. You have helped me get home. I shudder to think what might have happened had I not met you.
When I first got on that cart up in the Jade Mist, I just saw a free ride to a place with plenty of marks. But it's been quite the adventure so far. And I have to say, I'm honored to have met you. I believe you're truly a good man. And I've done no wrong.
Are you really gonna go through with helping us?
Despite my better judgment. Yes.
I don't think Helm would forgive me if I don't make you fully aware of what it is you're exactly signing up for.
Freddy doesn't say anything. He just takes a sip of his drink.
Obviously, you know that I didn't kill Drip.
Drop, but yes.
Right,
I know
yes.
that,
Sorry.
of
Sorry. I think perhaps he was the crack in my armor, so to speak.
What are you saying, Cecil?
I could have saved him. That night, I had the power to save him, and I didn't.
Why not?
I don't know what I thought. I looked at him, and I saw the oppression, the system that they had built, the system that kept so many people down, the system that put Owen and Ruth in homes like this, hoping to raise a child in a city that doesn't want them here. I just didn't.
Takes a long sip of his drink. He looks at Cecil with peering eyes. He says, "Is that all?"
I don't know if I'm worthy to run Helm's Hand anymore. And I hope we will find Marge. And after that, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I have let myself stray from Helm's guidance, from the principles of protection. I've let the blood slip from another.
Yes, we all have. Been a rough time getting here. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It was always in self-defense.
Cecil sits down and puts his hand in his paws.
Cecil, what's going on? What are you not telling me?
I killed him. I killed him. I killed him.
I think at this point, Freddy, flashback, remembers Cecil being so distraught and wanting to leave Whiterun and everything, and it all starts coming together. He starts putting two and two together. He just puts a hand on Cecil's shoulder. He says, "Listen, we've all done things that we regret. And truth be told, none of us are worthy. But we just have to take another step forward and just do whatever is right to do next. Now, I don't know much about the teachings of Helm and where you go from here, but the gods I worship, they don't concern themselves much with the past. Keep moving forward."
I just feel so lost.
Squeezes his shoulder, and he actually steps away a little bit and kind of turns his back on him, and then he turns around and he says, "Cecil, do you believe what you said, that a place like this is able to change, able to be saved?"
I don't know anymore. I hope. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, before I met you, I would have given you a guaranteed answer that it couldn't. And there was no reason to even think about it or consider it. You just take what you could get and move on. But since I've known you, I'm starting to second guess that very belief. If you can change a selfish old fox like me, well, maybe you're more right than you even know yourself.
They meet eyes. I don't know what God sent you my way, but I will sing their praises till the day I die.
I'm not sure if Cyric will listen, or Lyra, but they'll appreciate it all the same. Those are the god of lies, trickery, and the lady of deception. Those are the gods that Freddy worships.
Wonderful.
Freddy will just kind of give him a nod and say, get some rest. We're going to have a big day tomorrow.
Yes. Big day. They go to bed.
And they go to bed together, and they smooch. Mwah.
Oh God! As you guys find a place to put some blankets together and get a good night's rest, Cecil, you can open the map that Bracketh gave you, and basically he's given you a map essentially from Helm's Hand to the southeast portion of the Outer Rim, which is where the prison is located. And he's marked a location on that map with those small X to meet him tomorrow night at sundown. And if you look at that map, it's like 10, 12 miles is what you could probably guess. It's like traveling through like 2 boroughs of New York City. So y'all can get a good night's rest tonight, and then it would take you most of the day tomorrow to make it to that point.
Yeah.
Kind of give Cecil a little moment to look over that map and think about the plan for tomorrow and drift off to sleep thinking about feeling the warm embrace of Marge tomorrow night. Okay, so the next morning, you wake up. It's a gray and dreary day with a little bit of mist and fog. Nothing happens. Y'all make it through the night. Everybody gets a long rest. Cecil, Freddie, maybe you guys are even surprised as you wake up that the sun is starting to peek through the cracks in the ceiling, and you feel rested.
Okay, long rest.
Long rest for everybody.
Hell yeah.
Cecil, you've got the map that shows where you are to meet Bracketh tomorrow night at sundown, which is just near the prison facility. Anything anybody wants to do or discuss that morning before you embark?
I would definitely tell Owen to like stay hidden, stay in the house. They never saw us, and then I'd ask him if he has like a larger cloak I can borrow or something. I think this red one is too conspicuous.
Yeah, of course. He's got some kind of an old dusty grayish brown cloak that you could wear. You've been wearing the red one that you picked up in Whitereed, the cloak of Shantae.
Yeah. I'm gonna swap to the dusty cloak.
Okay.
Freddie, disguising yourself, are you the old man fox still, or have you dropped that? Did you have the whole heart to heart in your old man Robin Hood?
Yeah, yeah. No, I dropped that after I got in. What's the plan? What did the guy say? He wanted to meet up at dusk?
He wants to meet at sundown, and he's marked it, but above table. It takes you almost all day to get there. You're talking 10 or 12 miles from where you are now by foot.
So the question is, do we want to split up again to draw less attention? Or do we want
Phineas is still going to travel on the rooftops.
Yeah, so I'll disguise myself. So it's this nondescript beaver folk. Maybe I'll like hold on to Cecil's arm and let him guide me and act, really decrepit.
Mm.
Oh, Sonny, where'd you say we were going again? Are we going to get some biscuits?
You're laying it on a little thick.
Oh no, I like my biscuits thin and crispy, so when you soak them in the tea, they don't fall in.
Sweet cedar.
Come on, old Sonny. I don't got all day. He smacks you with his cane.
Ow. Hey, Jesus. Right this way, old timer.
So you guys leave Owen behind as you embark on your journey to the southern part of the outer rim of the bog. As you guys start to travel south towards the prison, like I said, it's kind of a gray, misty day. It's a little bit of a fog, which kind of makes you feel at ease as you travel inconspicuously. The scale of the bog is apparent. I mean, it's huge. From the outside, when y'all got here, it seemed big. But now that you're here, it's like it's just an endless city of people. And as you continue to move through, you don't feel like unsafe, or even with wanted posters up and about. There's so many people and similar looking people that you guys feel pretty comfortable as you move through the outer rim. And as you move about halfway through, the houses start to thin out a little bit. So Finn, you wouldn't be able to travel from rooftop to rooftop. It becomes a little bit more industrial. You're getting into this southern part of the Druk Desert, which actually connects to like a massive bayou area. Every little district has its own architecture and different animal folk. I mean, we're not going to role play it, but if y'all want to like look for a shop, as you're traveling through, I'm totally good with that. If y'all wanted to do anything, have any kind of stops. But otherwise, I'm just going to kind of fast forward us to the next evening.
I think Finn would be, as he's slinking across the rooftops, if he saw a couple of guards, huddled in a corner, he'd listen into their conversation to hear if they were talking about something pertinent. I feel like we'd be trying to gather a little bit of, idea, tone, and temperament of the city as we're traveling.
I like that. Yeah. Give me and if you wanted to talk to the other guys, I'd let everybody do it, but everybody give me just a perception or whatever you think, investigation, what any kind of like general vibe check.
Accidentally did persuasion, but
yeah, I don't know about that one. That'd be tough.
I meant to roll perception. It's a 6.
I got 1.
Oh
But
my!
if you rolled a true one, Phineas rolled a 4, which was a 7 on 4 on the dice.
So what was the highest roll here? 7. Yeah, you're not picking up a ton. One thing that you notice as you move through the northern district, the early part of the day, is it's very busy. There are vendors and market stalls on pretty much every corner. So any kind of little inventory management y'all want to do, I would totally let you do that. So you've got kind of all day.
I used and gave away all my items. I do cast Mage Armor on myself just to prepare for the...
Cast Mage Armor on yourself that morning, so that just lasts all day, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's 8 hours, so I'd probably wait until we had walked a while.
Finn or Cecil, any inventory stuff y'all want to do?
No, I think Cecil wants to interact with as few people as possible. He's really nervous about being recognized.
Even with that 7 perception, Finn, you would notice as you're hopping roof to roof that there's just a lot of talk about the shearing, and there's something I want to give you, but I'm not going to give it to you. Some info. I gotta stick to my guns there. As you're moving through the southern part of the outer rim, and you see out in front of you this large body of water, and it's still a mile or so away, but it's huge. And rising up out of it, you see this craggy island with a large square structure built on top of it. And out of character above table, it's basically a Rikers Island situation. You've got a prison surrounded by a black body of water. There is one stone walkway that has this kind of arch-shaped bridge rising up out of the water that looks to be an entrance to what you can only assume is this prison complex. It looks more like a fortress than a prison as you get close. You see that Bracketh has marked a place on the map that it's nearby. It's down in this little craggy cliff kind of going down into the black water that surrounds the prison. And there are a series of fisherman shacks, these little one-room shacks. And you eventually stumble upon one that contains Bracketh, this lizard folk member of the shearing. And he stands kind of hunched down with this maroon cloak up over his head, and he sees you all approaching and says, you made it. It's great to see you all in one piece.
Yes, we're here.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here and happy to be of service. So I wanted to discuss how I think I could help this evening, rescuing your wife, Marge, from inside the prison.
So what's the plan, Bracketh?
Well, and he unrolls this scroll, and I'm going to drop something in the Discord for you, a diagram that he has drawn.
Look at this!
Oh, that's great.
Cool.
bracket, unrolls the scroll on the ground in front of you and bends down and says, "Okay, here's the plan. Prison itself is more like a fucking fortress than a prison. Hardest part is getting in unnoticed. It's surrounded by water on all sides, with only one way seemingly in and out, this main entrance. The good news is, we don't have to worry about that." And he pulls out of his cloak a couple of little pieces of parchment, and he unfolds them as well next to the map, and he says, "You three are Bog soldiers, sent here to inspect the freight elevator that runs up and down the length of the prison." He hands you these documents. If you look them over, they're like forged contracts, essentially.
Well, we've played this role before.
Well, technically, we are Bog soldiers.
Technically, this is not false.
Exactly. You are. You look the part already, okay?
No, like I am one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So,
This guy's kind of dumb.
Bear with him, Phineas. I apologize.
all right. Well, it doesn't matter if these forged documents are any good or not. They're probably not. I made them last night, kind of hurriedly. But,
Oh, that's encouraging.
well, the bigger, more important thing is the person that you're going to be handing them to. They're a shearing member. And I'm going to make sure that they're at the front desk at the intake.
Wait, a shearing member works at the prison?
Yes, keep up, okay? We've got several embedded shearing members.
Okay, alright.
I told you our numbers are great.
Alright, that's great. We love great.
The numbers are large, okay?
Huge.
Everybody loves big numbers.
Number
We're gonna
go
make
up.
it great. Huge!
Bid number go up.
Yes, I have people inside the prison that essentially work with us, allies, if you will.
Excellent.
Please let me put your minds at ease. We have done this before.
Like, broken people out of this specific prison?
Yes.
Did you use the same technique that we're using today?
Well, there's one small detail. Marge, it seems... I'm sorry, Cecil, but according to my man inside, I think Marge is at level 3, so she's in the bottom level of the prison, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's not a good place to be. It seems that they have been taking political-type prisoners down to the very lowest level. I don't have any shearing members that have access to level 3, so there's a bit of a question mark on my plan. If you look at the map here, I've drawn a couple of question marks down at level 3.
Yeah, it's not very encouraging.
Well, but like you said, we're here for an inspection. And level 3 is on our list.
That's right. Okay, so back to the plan. The X here on level 1, at the entrance of the bridge, that's where I'll have a shearing man set up. It's a grung fellow. I know, surprising, but even grungs are sick and tired of the tyranny that we're living under. Play it cool, but most likely that's my man. Hand over your forged documents and explain that you're there to inspect the freight elevator. The freight elevator I've marked here in the middle of the prison. It runs the full length. It runs down to level 2 and level 3. Now, here's the problem. I'm worried a little bit about clearance. When you approach that elevator, I suspect that you may have to do some convincing or some persuading, but you should have no trouble getting up to the elevator. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions?
I think I've got all so far.
Once you get on the elevator, it's sort of a mechanical system and it'll stop at level 2. Just remain on, play it cool, and when you get down to level 3, you're essentially on your own. We believe that the prison itself is built on one of the largest orendite deposits in the Primal lands. We've seen the telltale purple glow rising up from that level. Okay? Find Marge and get back to the freight elevator. Once you get back in the elevator, get off on level 2 again. I've got another shearing member there marked with an X. He's going to get you into a trash collection area which uses these chutes that run outside of the prison. You should be able to all shimmy through. It's going to be a tight fit for you, Tiger Man. Once you get out of the prison itself, make it onto one of the sanitation boats. They're these small boats that pick up the garbage from the prison and take them on shore.
Oh, the trash chutes.
One question here.
Yes.
my face is plastered all over this place, and I would be very surprised if they didn't have wanted posters at the prison.
My thought was, because you're a beaver folk, it makes sense that you would be inspecting the integrity of the elevator.
I'm sorry?
For your carpentry skills.
Your engineering
All
capabilities.
beaver folk are carpenters. I am a carpenter, but that's just a coincidence.
No, it's not. No. That stereotype's true.
Are you able to disguise yourself or anything of the sort?
I've never done it before. Don't know how. I don't know if have either of you. I mean, you
Ooh,
can
yeah,
look
I
old.
pull out my disguise kit and I get a fake mustache out and put it on him. Wait,
And
Cecil already has
He's
a mustache,
covered
doesn't he?
in fur. No, he doesn't. He's
Oh,
covered
but
in
this-
fur.
So he's got some makeup in his disguise kit and he matches the color to Cecil's fur color. And it's like a good mustache, like a big one.
Okay. I thought it would be funny if it was just like mismatched color. His whiskers are like under it, and so it moves with his whiskers.
It looks like it's massive whiskers, like whisker mustache.
So how does it look?
Oh, perfect, and your brogue is as rich and sweet as always.
Sick. Yes. Okay. I mean, if you think this will work, let's sit here for, I guess. Just because we're doing this one job with you doesn't mean that we're gonna suddenly be friends. This job, I get Marge, and we're out of here.
Puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "Whatever you need to tell yourself."
Shrugs off his arm.
Love stuff. Get off of me. Yeah, Freddy's. I that was the thing I wanted to say very first, but I wanted to actually get through the plan. But the thing that I've been thinking this whole time is like, what does Brackett get out of this? I don't think Freddy would actually ask him out loud. I think Freddy's more cunning than that. Sam is not. Sam just wants to ask him. But Freddy would be like trying to figure out what does Brackett get out of this and that sort of thing. And I'm assuming that it's just, oh, we took care of you. Remember that time we helped you save your wife? We really need you to do this thing.
Phineas doesn't care about any of that. He just looks at this guy and says, "If any of them get hurt, I will find you."
When Finn says that, he looks at Cecil and he just says, something about Owen and Ruth, I mean, that's the reason why I joined the shearing. I was like them. I mean, this is the sort of thing that I'm here in the bog to do. And I'm happy I can help, and I hope that you're able to find your wife, Marge.
Well, we get through this alive, and maybe I'll believe you.
And if you have any confusion while you're inside the prison, there's a symbol, a sort of hand motion. He takes two fingers on his hand, kind of like a peace sign, and he holds them up towards his shoulder. And he says, everybody inside that works with me would know that symbol, but be careful. If you show it to the wrong person, you might blow your cover as inspectors, just in case you need it. You shouldn't, but just in case.
I also have a forgery kit and skills. Could I do a check to see if there's anything about these that I could make look a little bit better, or
Ooh, nice.
just check them and make sure that they're in decent shape?
Yeah, you could do that. Does it give you advantage on checks? How does it work?
Is what it says is proficiency with this kit lets you add proficiency bonus to any ability check you make to create a physical forgery of a document. So instead of rolling a skill check, I would roll a forgery kit check.
Gotcha.
Which
Yeah.
I guess be intelligence plus
Proficiency,
which would be a
and
good
all
check
that.
for me.
Yeah.
Intelligence plus proficiency.
Roll a d20 just for the hell of it. I'm
Okay.
sure you have a big bonus.
I'll
But...
roll arcane. It's basically it'll be the same bonuses. Oh,
Okay.
not a great roll. 14.
14's still pretty good. I think you spend a little time looking over this thing and pull out a quill and a little pot of ink, and you can make it look a little cleaner. You clean up some misspellings that he had put, mark through some things and make it look nice.
He misspelled
and
investigator.
official. Right. Inspector, yeah.
Inspector,
He
yeah, he misspelled
misspelled
inspector.
inspector.
It's like,
Yeah, so you could do that for sure.
Okay, cool. I digress.
Okay. Anybody else want to say or do anything as we kind of get ready for the prison break?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. I think we're gonna call it there for tonight, and we will pick up there next time. See what happens.
Okay.
Bye bye. Have a wonderful time.
Oh, goodbye.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good night. Goodbye.
Have fun storming the castle.
Have one star in the castle. Well, that was good.
What's-
Good stuff.
That was delightful. It's from Princess.
Oh
Peach.
wow, that was great. Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that from? Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Whew.
Yeah, that was great. It's so good. These last few, if y'all haven't been listening, the last few episodes were awesome. The White Reed stuff, and then y'all's stuff in the basement with Owen last episode. I mean, crazy, really good stuff. And then tonight, even crazier. It's really good.
I've been
Great
meaning
job, guys.
to get caught up. Yeah.
Tonight was some of my favorite role play. I had a lot of fun.
I always
Phineas
get really
Smash.
nervous about being like emotional in role play because I find
Why?
myself like getting too in my head about like
So
Nah,
good.
man.
what
let
would the
it
characters
flow.
say, and yeah.
Let it be real.
Y'all were impressing
got-
me. I was.
I got choked up at one point tonight. There was something that kind of got me going. Oh, when I gave Owen the potion, I don't know why that just like that got me.
Sometimes I can get emotional in roleplay, and then sometimes I get taken out of it when I'm notating.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That
the
makes
for
sense.
notations definitely
sure.
do that. You're not just in
Well,
the
and Finn's just. I mean, although you've had some surprising moments this campaign.
found some
Finn
really
is
good
a character where you're like, fuck these guys, you know. I didn't know what
Yeah.
Finn would do as y'all approach the bog. I thought he might be. No, I'm a soldier. I got hired to be a soldier.
No, it's an affront to what he believes is
Honor
is, honor, integrity, natural order, respecting nature, proving yourself as a warrior, not just crushing those underneath you, fighting equal foes.
Right. I love
He's
it.
from his warrior tribe, like, they don't bully. I mean, it's not like they've gone out and tried to conquer.
Right.
They're more
Yeah,
monkish
they've
than
been
anything.
basically secluded and monkish and protected their ways and had this kind of honor system one-on-one combat.
like the
he's,
Shaolin monks. It's like ultimate warriors, but like not going around, using it to oppress people.
Yeah, so he sees three Bojack pieces of shit walking into a church, and he's like, "Fuck you guys!"
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
I loved how hard you stomped those guys.
Oh man,
Oh my
That was
god,
awesome.
that was so
So
satisfying. Oh my gosh, yeah, you whomped those guys. They had, listen to this, 16 ACs for the big guys, 15 AC for the small guy. I mean, pretty damn good. That's like y'all's level. And then
Mhm.
30 HP, 30 HP, and 25 HP. And he killed him in like 2.5 turns.
That's crazy. Because that's like as much HP as I have. Like if I was trying
Yeah.
to kill them, I mean, I did 9, and that was a good roll on Shock and Grass. So it would have taken me four hits, and I wouldn't be guaranteed to hit.
The reason why I did that whole cinematic thing about the reed whistle is I had an entire mechanic. That fight was going to be a multi-round thing where basically they were going to blow a whistle, and then every round, like 2 more guards would show up. I had a
Right.
whole tree in my notes. One of the reasons why my prep took so long, I had a whole different path where y'all got arrested.
Oh,
That was going to be a difficult fight. There could have potentially been like 8 of those guards that surrounded you.
And I'm not saying by any means that I knew that at all, but I will say that I've decided I'm going to play Finn exactly how I would play a fight, and tactically speaking, I'm killing support immediately. I'm always killing support first.
You're like, this guy's in a different armor. He's a little slimmer. Yeah.
He's got ranged attack
He's planning to
capabilities.
stand in the back.
He's offset from the combat. He's going down, and then because I assumed that
Well,
the
it was.
heavies,
I did not expect that, and it was perfect. I mean, you played it. Couldn't have played it more perfect. I literally have this whole thing in my notes. Like it was like a round one. If that guy gets the whistle off, then 2 more are going to show up but not come in. Then round 3 they come in. If one of those gets a whistle off, like I had this whole mechanic. So that was awesome. That could have been really bad.
could have been. Yeah. I definitely thought that there was a chance that something like that could happen, but I didn't. Obviously, that was not in my calculations. My calculations was this guy is going to play in a range support role, and I don't want Freddy and me getting peppered from distance.
That was awesome. That was really fun.
Hell yeah, that was great.
Good night, guys.
Good
All
night.
right.
Thanks for listening. Tune in next week to find out what happens to our party. Join us at patreon.com/lootdummies to listen to these episodes significantly earlier and get other goodies, including 3D printed miniatures and access to our Discord.